Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly, and today we're going to be doing a review for some of the fragrances that I mentioned in my haul. Yeah, all of them are Mancera. Alright, so let's get to it. So first I want to begin with Aoud Orchid, because I don't have a lot to say about it. So let's see. So everything that I got from Grantica. So it's described as sweet, woody, vanilla, powdery, and coconut. Well, yeah. Kind of. In terms of the notes, in the top we have coconut, peach, mandarin orange. Mandarin orange, you would assume some kind of a zesty, sweet, citrusy, and I really don't get any of that. I definitely get the coconut. Coconut and the rest, I don't know what they're doing there, but it's more, I guess everything plays a role, but I prefer to focus more on the dominant notes, which basically give you the fragrance and what you're experiencing. Then in the heart you have orchid and patchouli, and then in the base vanilla, woody notes, white musk, and amber. So the white musk with the orchid, it basically gives it, how do I say it? Like, it's not, I don't hate this, I don't want a full bottle necessarily. I'm not a fan of coconut, but this is one of the best coconut fragrances that I smelled. It is a powdery coconut. It reminds me of a really nice, like a body lotion or soap with coconut, but it's not, it's fake, but it's not too fake. I got more little samples. We'll do some of that, but one of them was holidays, and I didn't like it at all. It is purely fake coconut lotion. I wasn't vibing with it. I mean, it is fake coconut. I don't know. I don't like it. I think people will enjoy that do like coconut. I think if you like coconut, you would like it. It's not too sweet. So the Aoud Orchid, I would ignore the oud. There isn't oud in here. The woody notes, I guess it's just what gives this fragrance not a sweet vibe, but more kind of like a mainstream fragrance that has wood notes. So it turns it less sweet and a little bit kind of woodsy, but it's not the kind of woodsy notes that you literally pick up. Oh, this is, you know, vetiver, or this is mahogany. It's just there to give this fragrance kind of a base that is woody, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. The coconut is a bit on the powdery side. There is some, like I said, with the white musk and probably the amber, that kind of feel of something clean, like a lotion or soap. It's nice. If you like it, I would say, you know, give it a try. Why not? You don't have anything to lose. I got this little guy from Fragrance. What do I get? Fragrance.com. FragranceNet, probably. Yeah, FragranceNet. So there you go. There's that. So next one, let's talk about this one. So this is also Mancera, like I said. This is Wild Rose Oud. Same thing with the word oud. I would kind of ignore it. It gives the same idea. There isn't like, oh my god, here's oud. The fact that maybe it comes out a little bit hours later in the dry down, it doesn't make this an oud fragrance. Not at all. So it's more of a wood in what it does to a fragrance, just the presence of woods in a fragrance versus no woods in a fragrance. Kind of an idea. So what it has is described as rose, oudy, musky, citrusy, powdery. Citrus, you get it in the opening, and then they kind of go away a little bit. So I wouldn't even say necessarily powdery. So the notes, we have bergamot and lemon in the opening. So you do get that. It's not super fresh and bright and light, but they're there to do their job, because behind it you have Turkish red rose, patchouli, and jasmine. So the jasmine kind of, so the rose is definitely in the front. The jasmine is more chilling in the back. You get some patchouli, nothing crazy. And then in the base you have oud, musk, amber, and vanilla. So for me, it's more the patchouli and the amber. And then the vanilla comes through. Some of the musk. So I wouldn't call this a musky fragrance or powdery fragrance. To me, this is, it's average, crowd-pleasing, non-difficult, woody-based rose fragrance. It's not smoky, it's not difficult, it's not even all that Middle Eastern or, you know, anything like that. I mean, I find that this could be like a Versace or a Valentino kind of fragrance. It's, I mean, I really like it because it's very easy. It's not too fresh kind of rose, it's not a smoky kind of rose. I wouldn't even categorize this as sexy or anything like that. It is a bit musky. It has something clean in it, but it's still not a musky kind of rose. Far from it. Yeah, I don't know. The wild, it's not wild. You can layer with something else that to make it wild with actual wood or something more woodsy or more smoky. I think that will work beautiful with this one, just based on the notes and the base that it has. I think something like that to add to it will really elevate it. Or you can use it just as it is. I think this would be good for fall, winter, every day, very casual, even work. It's really nice. It is really nice. So I like some oomph. Even if it's just a little bit of smoke or a little bit of something. I need a little bit of something. So in the beginning I was like, oh, bummer that I didn't get the full bottle, because this was, when I was looking at it, was described as spicy and everything. Now I got scared, so I got the little guy. Well, I'm okay with this size. Honestly, I mean, even this, it's not like I'm gonna go through this of any kind of fragrance all that fast, but I'm also not gonna reach for this all that much. Maybe fall and winter, when I just want just a rose, just some kind of wood base warm rose a little bit. So just to kind of use that. It also doesn't project all that much. It's not a beast. It does last and it does project, but it's not what you expect, like, ooh, especially with the word wild and oud and Mancera and rose, you're expecting, you know, it's not what you're getting, and that's okay, you know. So it's not, wow, it's a, huh, all right, I like it. So if you are looking for something in the middle, you're like, I just want something for every day, just nice, not too girly, not too flirty, not too sexy and smoky, just, you know, nice, something for fall and winter, easy reach, not overthink it. I think this would be really nice. It's a very safe buy. There's really all these notes that are described in some websites that, oh, this is really spicy. It's really not. So, but it's really, really nice. I really like it. It's really balanced. Nothing comes through too much. I mean, it's really nice. I like the opening is absolutely beautiful. I love the opening. All right, so next one I'm going to talk about Pearl. It's my first purchase from Mancera. So this is a fig-based fragrance. Fig is going to give you very natural organic bitterness. And the fig here is more from the leaf and kind of the peel of the fruit itself versus the meat inside. Very authentic kind of scent. Beautiful. Now, if you love fig, such a safe blind buy. Just get it and you'll be really happy. If you've never smelled fig and you don't really know what's the deal with fig in the fragrance, so it's really good. That's the deal. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. Like I said, it's bitter, but it's not a green sharp kind of bitterness. It's a fig kind of a bitterness. Plus here you have other notes that sweeten it up. So let's get into the notes. So it's described as fruity, musky, and powdery. I don't know about the powdery necessarily, maybe a little bit at the dry down, but I would say more in the musky on the dry down, the very dry down, okay? Like hours later, we're talking. So in the opening, you have your fig, your green apple, bergamot, and white peach. So I feel like you really get the fig, the green apple and the white peach. So that's what they do. It's more like you have that fig in the front, and imagine the concoction of wild fruits, also by Mancera, which is kind of a sweet, somewhat citrusy, diluted situation, kind of vibrating from the background. So what they do, they're basically there to give some sweetness. So there is sweetness in this fragrance. It's not just straight up bitter. No, I wouldn't enjoy that. So it has bitterness, but it has that musky and sweet notes as well. And they play a big role. What they do is mellow that bitterness, kind of tame the edges, just so it's a little bit smoother. And so it's not just straight up fig, green, bitter in your face. And so then in the heart you have rose, violet, and jasmine. So then in the base you have white musk and ambergris. So ambergris, again, they give some sweetness, some airflow, almost kind of an aquatic feel to this fragrance, which is really true. Kind of gives it that very Mediterranean vibe with the fig and all of that. Now the white musk and the violet, when they're combined, that's what gives you that musky, clean feel in the dry down. So this fragrance is definitely one that goes through transition. So what you get in the opening, what you get in the dry down is not going to be identical. So it is going to change in turn. The kind of the bitterness goes down, down, down. The muskiness and the cleanness with the ambergris and those fruits rise up a little bit, and that takes over. The bitterness kind of meets it in the middle. So that's what you get here. And for me, this is a perfect, well, honestly, year-round, but it's perfect for spring, perfect for summer. It's something different. It's not a difficult fragrance. So different can be very different and challenging. This is different. Could be challenging if you've never smelled fig, just because of the element of surprise. But it's not. It's a very beautiful fragrance. Yeah, this one is one of my absolute favorites. This one is a very unique yet easy to love. I would highly recommend you guys to try this one. I got this one also in Fragrance Net. It's beautiful. At least get a little sample or anything like that. This one is really worth trying out. Yeah, you will not regret. This is really, really, really nice. It's very unique, but that's the whole key, not smelling like everybody else. So that's beautiful. Love, love, love it. And the next one is Gold Intensive Oud. Love from first sniff. So Gold Intensive Oud. So it's described as woody, rosy, and musky. Yeah, I have to agree. The musky is kind of like a musky soapy situation in the very dry down. So notes, we have water and lemon in the top. Now the water notes in this fragrance, because of also the woody base, okay, and the fact that Mancera is oil-based fragrances, with this one, you could almost smell it. It's almost like the scent has viscosity to it. So imagine if the water, you take water and you add like a ton of sugar in it, the water becomes denser. So it's almost, that's the kind of water is in here. There's some density here. Now, it doesn't make it thick and heavy in winter and fall. No, it's just it's almost like you can smell it. It's really hard to describe. But then in the heart, you have your rose, obviously, Gaiac wood, teakwood, saffron, and geranium. So, and then in the base, precious woods, white musk, and ambergris. So all the woods really come through. And the oud is not, it's there, but it's not the main it's not the main wood. It's almost, you get all of them together, okay? And the ambergris, yes, definitely. And the white musk, I really get the rose here. I really get the rose. It's almost like, so yeah, think of rose water, Middle Eastern rose water with sugar, squeeze some lemon, and throw some wood in there and let it sit. And that's kind of what I get here. In the dry down, I really get a beautiful rosy, soapy feel, but Middle Eastern. I mean, just saying rosy and soapy, well, that's great. There's a lot of rosy, there's a lot of soapy, there's a lot of different soaps. There's even saying musk, there's a lot of different musks. So this one is a Middle Eastern version of that concept. So it is going to be different. So I'm saying so many so's. But I absolutely love this one. For me, it's a year-round kind of fragrance because of that density and the fact that there are woods and the rose. It's not a flimsy, light kind of fragrance, but it's not a heavy, smoky, woodsy, rosy kind of fragrance either. This is Rose Oud for summer, even hot-ass summer. This is so beautiful and unique, so beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever smelled in my life, to be honest. It's just, it's unique. Again, it's unique. It's different. It's beautiful, but it's easy. It's not difficult. Nothing is pungent. Nothing is screechy. Nothing is chemical, animalic, or burning, or incensey, or just, you know, like just too much on your senses. Even those kind of fragrances, I don't even enjoy them in the winter. It's just, it's too much. Like, it's almost like a fragrance is like beating your face. I can't handle that. But this one is just beautiful. Very unisex. Very unisex. I think this would sit beautifully on a man. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. I would say, well, let me try this one on. I think even this can be good on a man, but this is a bit more rose and less woods. But I can see this on a man. Even the Oud, was it Aoud Orchid? I can actually see this one on a man. Yeah. It will be, actually this one would be very interesting on man's chemistry. I think it will be even better on a man. I think, or at least I think it will smell for me better on a man than it does on me. Because on me it's just, you know, on coconut, whatever. But I think on a male's chemistry, it will pull more on something else here than just that coconut. But in general, this one is also beautiful. Very unisex. I get so much rose here, but beautiful rose. Just kind of not too light pink, not deep pink, just kind of in the middle. It's just absolutely stunning. Again, you will smell very different with this one, but it's a beautiful different. But you need to love your Middle Eastern, or if you're interested in something Middle Eastern, this would be a wonderful way to start. Or if you love the concept of rose oud, but you find them to be too heavy on, you know, the rose is too dark, or the oud is too much, or it's too screechy, or it's too in the front. You're like, I kind of like it, but can we, you know, take a few steps back? This took like 5 steps back. This is beautiful. You can't really, I feel people that love oud, true oud, you know, aggressive oud, they might not even pick up on any oud here because they're overstimulated, because it's really not aggressive. It's, plus the oud that Mancera does in a lot of their fragrances is very, it's just beautiful. And I don't know, I have a feeling that unless you reach to really high-end brand and niches, only then do you start encountering a true work with oud when it's not that screechy chemical, unless it's menthol. I don't know why. But, and if you don't, then you do get that animalic and chemical, and then you assume that that's how oud's supposed to smell. So when you get a really nice quality, you're like, oh, there's no oud here. Well, no, there is. It's just done perfectly. It's just rounded. It's mixed. It was treated. It was worked on. And it's beautiful. And it's mixed with all the other woods. And it's nice and it's soft. And it's really easy to enjoy all day long, to enjoy this. And this is an easy reach. This is not once in a blue moon when you're kind of in the mood. This is just easy to use. And it smells even better when there's kind of a breeze around you. This is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Same thing, I'm not going to tell you what to get, but just in case if you're interested, that's what I'm saying. This is would be a great, maybe even oud rose for beginners or people like me who don't like it too aggressive. If you want something different for the summer and spring, or you just want to step out of your bubble, but you don't want harsh things on you, you want easy and nice and beautiful, just different. You know, it doesn't have to, you know, you don't have to smell like a barnyard or anything like that. So I would say try this one. I think you will love it. I don't know. It's beautiful. So if I have to say my favorites, these two are my favorites. They're absolutely beautiful. They're unique. They're easy to wear, but they're different, but easy. Stunning. Yeah, I love them. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. That's the end of my review. If you have any questions, just put them, you know, down here, right there. All right, guys. Well, do subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.